one great story, the best one I have in my life for determination making a difference, is the great love story that Brenda and I have. Come on up here, sweetheart. She didn't know I was going to do this. Come on up here. You don't have to say anything now. Okay. She said if she's coming, she's going to tell the truth, she said. Well, I'll do it for you. Okay. Here's the deal. Our love story really is, it would make a great ABC movie of the week or whatever. Here's what happened. Some of you, and my dad's here, my sister, her husband, some of you have known us down through the years, so you know. My cousins, God, I got in-laws, outlaws, all around here. So you know this. But when I was a young man, I was dating another girl who was a good girl, and I loved her family, and, just a great picture. What? Not yet. Don't bail on me yet.
You called me up here. I'm making faces.
Oh, it's you. You're the problem. I'll sit you down, young lady. So I was dating this other girl for 2 years in high school, and she was a great Christian girl, wonderful family. And then I met Brenda. And when I saw Brenda for the first time, it was love at first sight for me, not for her. Now wait. It was love at first sight for me, not for her. I went home that night after I took my date to her house. I went home that night and it was late, and I woke my mother up. I said, "Mama, get up, come here." She came in the den and sat down, and I said, "Mama, I met the girl tonight I will marry." And she said, "Oh, Carl." And she brushed it off. And I said, "Oh, no, Mama, really. I met the girl tonight I will marry." Well, I began asking questions about her and found out pretty quickly she was engaged to another man. Her, right here. She was engaged to she had another man's ring, an engagement ring, on her hand. Did that bother me? Did that? Not at all. Not at all. That did not bother me one bit. I'll tell you what I did. I was determined.
Oh, yeah.
I went to work for her daddy. So
Very dirty about it.
I was. I mean, all is fair in love. And I went to work for her daddy just so I could hang around her. And I was sick of looking at that ring on her hand. And, and so I just stayed the course. And months passed. And, finally one day I went to their home. And she was all sad and gloomy, and the ring was gone. And I said, "Well, what in the world's wrong, Brenda?" She said, "Danny and I broke up." And I said, "Oh, no way."
He was very happy about it.
Oh, yeah. I may have been still on the outside, but my spirit man was turning cartwheels inside. And I said, "Well, aha, determination." I didn't stop there. I told her that very night, said, "I'm in love with you." Oh, well, she didn't even reply to that. The next day, she said to me, and I quote, "I would not marry you if you were the last man on earth."
Girls don't ever say that.
Never say never.
Never.
Now, did you not tell me that?
I told you.
Exactly. Did that bother me?
No.
No! Because there's a difference between destiny and determination. I knew from first sight she was my destiny. It did not matter to me if I had to prove to be determined. No sea was too wide. Well, never mind. Well, it wasn't all that. But I was bound and determined. That's not a good word. I was loosed and determined. So I wore on her, and she enjoyed being with me, and we would go out, and but it wasn't a date. She never held my hand. I would drive, she'd be on the other side of the front seat, holding the car handle so tightly that what happened?
I pulled it off the door.
This happened over weeks and weeks of me taking her out, and it was not a date, just fun.
I just didn't want him to kiss me.
I know. So I would open the door and she'd sit, and I'd almost, slam the door on, and she would hold with both hands. She didn't want to let her left hand drift over where I could grab it. No, she held. She broke my door handle.
I pulled it all the way off the door.
All the way off the door. Then now, few weeks or months later, with me determined I was going to have my destiny. I just knew it. She softened a little bit, and it was a great day in my life when she went from, I would not marry you if you were the last man on earth, to this statement. I feel absolutely nothing in my heart toward you, but I know it's the will of God that one day we get married. So I'm saying, yes! I just heard the part, one day we'll get married. I agreed with that. I knew that. Now, it took me a while, but determination paid off. We have been married now almost 34 years, and she is not just the woman I can live with, but she's the woman I can't live without. Go sit down there. 34 years. Destiny is one thing. That's the purpose of God for your life, but it will not automatically fall into our lap. Sometimes, Jesus told this parable so we would understand, sometimes we've got to prove how determined we are to step into destiny. And no matter how long it takes, we will wait and we will press until we lay hold of it.